Good morning and welcome to the Crawford County Commissioners Work Session for August 21st. We'll start with juvenile probation.
Morning, Commissioners.
Hi, Holly.
Morning.
I'm here to request the approval of our MobileCom Security Customer Support Plan for services, which provides labor, hardware, software for the department's video security system. It's the annual cost of $488.98, and this is a budgeted item.
Okay.
And the second one is the approval of our Juvenile Court Judges Commission Juvenile Probation Services Grant for the JJSCS Implementation Plan. The grant is effective July 1, 2024 through June 30th of 2025. The amount of the grant is allocated for $118,070 and is allocated to support our JJSCS.
Any questions for Holly?
No.
Thank you, Holly.
Yep, appreciate it.
Adult probation.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning,
Hey, Trevor.
Morning, Trevor.
The first thing on the agenda here is to ratify the purchase of 7 point-blank ballistic panels from the Whitmer Public Safety Group in the amount of $594.74 each for the total of $4,163.18. This was a budgeted line item. We did order the panels. They are here, and right now we're just paying for them. And also, as a reminder, there's a 50% reimbursement back to the county from a federal grant that Monica manages for the county.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then the next item is we're requesting signature for a 36-month-long rental cost agreement with AMS, which stands for Alcohol Monitoring Systems. This is for our adult probation, parole, house arrest, electronic monitoring rental equipment. This would be us changing vendors. We're going from BI to AMS, and this proposed pricing schedule is in accordance with CoStar's contract, and it's actually a little cheaper than what BI was offering us. They're a little lower than the contract, and it's a 3-year contract, meaning for price only. This is not where we're subject to use this agency only for 3 years. Right now, BI is charging us $3.85 a day per unit that we have someone on house arrest. Their contract for the next 3 years is gonna be $3.25 per day. And then there is a certain amount of time that I have to give BI a heads up that we're leaving, so we'll have to use them first. It's a 30-day notice, but once we sign the contract, I get BI notified. This contract would go in for 3 years.
Any questions for Trevor?
So effectively, that would be toward the end of September, beginning of October, you'd see that switch?
Correct,
Okay.
correct. I'm hoping in September at some point that
Okay.
that switch would be official.
Okay, thank you, Trevor.
Okay, thank you.
The correctional facility.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Warden.
I'm looking to get ratified the purchase of 2 Dell desktop computers. Replacements are needed because of damage from the storm. The purchase price is $1,743.60.
One question, Jack. We asked IT, and they said it's kind of on you. Are you able to look at maybe some surge protectors, just because of the electrical issues you're having with, like you said, like the daily fluctuation out there? Is there a way we could look at a couple of those when you put those out there? I just don't want to see them.
I mean, are we talking just a regular surge?
Yeah, they said if
Yeah,
you,
we could
they
try
said if
it,
you got
so-
a medium grade surge strip, it'd be fine.
Okay.
They were concerned about that. I appreciate that. Thank
Yeah,
you.
we'll purchase them,
Okay.
if you guys allow me.
Yeah. And B.
B is approve the renewal of 1-year service agreement with Global Corrections System. The yearly fee is $4,600, and this is a budgeted item.
Okay. Any questions for Jack?
Thanks.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
The courts.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm here on behalf of Heidi to ratify the change of position title from pro se litigant assistant to self-represented litigant assistant / court admin assistant.
Okay.
All
Any
right.
questions?
No.
Thank you.
That was easy. Thank you.
Thanks.
Public safety. Good morning.
Hi, Greg.
Just asking to approve the payment of $14,231.25 to Elk County for our portion of the annual licensing costs for our dispatch protocols. It's a budgeted annual expense.
Okay.
And asking to approve a payment of $2,358.56 to Scobell Company for annual maintenance on our HVAC system.
Okay. Any questions for Greg? Thank you, Greg.
Thank you.
County maintenance.
Morning, Commissioners.
Hi, Jen.
Morning.
Morning.
First of all, asking for approval of the notice to proceed on Mercer Street, which is Bridge 16.
Okay,
And to ratify approval to pay William T. Spader to relocate gas lines for the roofing project at the correctional facility for $722.97.
any questions for Jen? Thank you, Jen.
Thank you.
The planning department.
Morning, Zach.
Morning, Zach.
Tried to keep it low this morning.
You're getting there.
Duly appreciated.
First item, we're asking for approval for a payment to Ferguson Construction Company, the amount of $720. This is for training wages associated with the workforce retention program, paid for out of whole home.
Okay,
We're also asking for a payment to Vogue Heating and Cooling for the same program in the amount of $1,280. It is also paid for out of whole home.
okay,
Third, we're asking for approval to pay an invoice from Porter Consulting Engineering in the amount of $1,045.03 for the Heidi Cooper Park project. This is paid for out of CDBG CV3.
okay,
We are also asking for approving a payment application to XL Excavating in the amount of $93,377.70 for work at Heidi Cooper. This is paid for out of the CDBG CV3 project as well.
okay,
We're seeking approval for a pay application to Blooming Valley Landscapes and Supplies in the amount of $119,592.01. This is broken up between two CDBG programs, the 2022 and 2021, as written on the agenda.
okay,
Okay. We're also seeking approval from the board for a contract between Crawford County Sturdy Boots and homeowner number 4 for home repairs for the whole home repair program. This is the first contract to get contractors into households under whole home repair. So at this point, next week after you approve this, Sturdy Boots will be going into the house to do housing repair.
okay,
Okay. We're also asking for approval of a contract between Crawford County and Fuller Building Group and homeowner number 9 for the same program to initiate housing repairs on their house.
okay,
And then finally, we're asking for approval on a resolution for adopting Crawford Inspired, the 2024 Crawford County Comprehensive Plan. As the board's well aware, the County Planning Commission, County Planning Office, and the Steering Committee of Citizens have been working over the last 2 years to draft this document in conversations with citizens across our county and the consultant which we've hired. And so we feel very confident coming out of the plan that this is a direction that supports the future of the county. We seek your approval on it.
All right.
okay,
Okay.
thank you.
On item E, real quickly, what project is that affiliated with?
Oh, I am sorry. This
No,
is
that's
for
okay.
the Carl Gurdon Park project.
Okay.
I only knew because they were working there, but it's a good
Gotcha.
question. so.
My apologies.
I didn't think it was for your yard or
Nope.
anything like that.
Well, certainly, thank you. Thanks for all your work on the comprehensive plan,
Yeah,
you and the planning
absolutely.
commission both. Very excited about it, so look forward to getting it adopted.
Big day.
Thank you.
Thanks, Zach.
Human services. Good list, Sue. This is
Also
nice
mercifully short.
after last time.
Much better. Good morning.
Morning.
I'm requesting approval of the Child Welfare Information System Data Sharing Agreement. This agreement establishes the terms and conditions in which CWIS will disclose and exchange certain information to the county children and youth agencies via their case management systems.
Okay.
Requesting approval of the MATP initial allocation. The MATP initial allocation for fiscal year 24-25 is $879,630. We utilize this funding to pay Meadville Medical Center for MATP services. There's no county match on the MAT funding.
Okay.
Requesting approval of the county assurance of financial commitment and participation for the needs-based plan and budget. This assurance is the county's commitment to pay their portion of the proposed allocation for fiscal year 25-26. Requesting approval of the purchase requisition to Dell Incorporated for a replacement laptop. The total cost is $1,138.25. The cost to the county is $246.34. Requesting approval of the purchase requisition to Parkside Psychological Associates for the CIT training and preparation from 4/29/24 to 5/17/24. The total cost is $2,610. There's no cost to the county. It's paid through the CIT grant funds. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 24-25 grant contract with Meadville Medical Center for the Medical Assistance Transportation Program. Contract maximum is $879,630. Requesting approval of the fiscal year 24-25 CYS JP contract with Center for Family Services for in-home counseling, parenting education, loss of child, homemaker education, anger management, and peer support advocacy program. These are the same services as fiscal year 23-24. And finally, requesting approval of the fiscal year 24-25 CYSJP contract with Justice Works Youth Care Incorporated for their Violation Initiative Program, short-term outreach to prevent placement, Just Care, Why Try, truancy remediation and diversion, nurturing parenting, and nurturing parenting for families in substance abuse treatment and recovery programs. The first three services are the same services that we contracted for in fiscal year 23-24. The two truancy and parenting services are new programs that CYS would like to utilize.
Any questions for Sue? Thank you, Sue.
Thank you.
Finance.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
For your approval, I have one invoice. It is to Remedy Analytics. It's invoice number 17226-004. It is the quarter 2 2024 percentage of savings in the amount of $44,813.40. Again, this is for our pharmacy purchases during the quarter.
Okay, thank you, Stephanie. Any questions? Are we still gonna use that if the insurance changes over?
If the insurance changes over, no, we will
I
no
wondered
longer
that, okay, so they
utilize
won't have, okay.
this. Correct.
Okay, the next section is opioid settlement committee. The commissioners and the settlement committee have agreed to award a $75,000 campaign for opioid dangers and usage in correspondence with the opioid settlement dollars to start marketing. We did have 3 proposals, received 2 back from, 2 back from local county companies and 1 deferred this time. We actually might be using the other one in the next proposal, the next marketing campaign. This is money that needs to be spent for the first round at the end by August 31st. And then letter B, 10B, is to actually approve the amendment to Prime Care's contract to provide the medical assistance treatment program for Crawford County Jail in the amount of $134,296.56, which would be 12 months of the MAT program at the county jail. They are currently hiring a nurse, last I heard, to institute that and initiate that. So the start date on their amendment may be adjusted based on their staffing. So when they have that nurse in place, then it'll be for 1 year of service. And I think there was an article in the Tribune. We appreciate the Tribune covering that, the MAP program, and it'll be good for the jail. And we're looking forward to getting that rolling. Any questions on that? Okay. 11 is treasurer tax claim.
Good morning.
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 Here to ask for approval for payment of the 2024 tax upset sale ad that was placed in the Meadville Tribune in the amount of $7,191.25. This is a budgeted item.
Thank you. Commissioners?
Okay, actually, the first one is gonna be a ratify request, because we'd like to get it paid, after the meeting today if we could. So we're requesting ratification, for the payment of Civic Vanguard for GIS support from 7/1 to 7/31 in the amount of $2,430. And then there are some notifications, and the first one is, notification from Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission for renewal of MPDES permit for discharge of industrial wastewater in Pine Township. Second one is notification from Dyson Helmy for Chapter 102 permits, construction of campsites, gravel pads and roads, recreational facilities, and stormwater management in Summit Township. Notification from the Eads Group for renewal of NPDES permit for sewage treatment plant in Sparta Township. And notification from Markowski Engineering for Chapter 102 permit for abandonment and replacement of pipeline in Woodcock Township.
Okay, any questions? Okay. The upcoming events, the next full session will be August 28th. We will be closed Labor Day, September 2nd, followed by the work session on September 4th. Any public comment? Commissioner comments, Commissioner Seeley.
Sure. As I've spent some time up at the Crawford County Fairgrounds, as all of us have, I just wanted to congratulate and thank the many first responders, EMS, fire, and all emergency management. I'm a little more in tune with it this year than I think I have been in the past, with our just immense amount of emergency preparation that goes into that size of an event. And all of the hands that make that possible are truly astonishing. And it's been a real pleasure to meet and talk with those folks and get a real good idea of what they do, why they do it, and hopefully that they will continue in the future to fill those roles. So.
Commissioner Shell.
Our hats off to Commissioner Seeley for his bravery yesterday, sitting on the dunk tank. And also for Commissioner Henry for forking over $150 to let all kinds of people throw balls at
Young
Commissioner
children,
Seeley.
young children.
And so that was for the Junior Fair Board.
Junior Fair Board, yes, sir.
So at least they made $150, which was very nice. And I'm glad you don't have pneumonia today.
Yep, it was a touchy one.
Okay, I would just like to reiterate and thank the Civil Air Patrol for the time and the staff that they have at their fair at all of our gates. I spent the morning with them. They invited me for breakfast with the Fair Board president. They've come and hail as far away from Lawrence County and Armstrong County. They're a great bunch of kids. 25 of them, I think, are there, 12 to 18 years old. So if you're coming through the gates, they actually said, by the way, that people in Crawford County are very nice to them. They've been very good the last couple of days and very thankful. We had a little social media post to alleviate some problems with that, but they love coming to the Crawford County Fair. We like to see them here for many years to come. So they're very happy. And if you see them, they're in military garb. Thank them for what they do. They're at their gates from about 9 a.m. to about 9 p.m. every day. So
Probably the most polite kid you'll ever meet. Everything, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. Very, very respectful children.
And one other thing, I think Scott's gonna make it today, but we have a new thing at the fair every day at noon. The national anthem is sung, so it's interesting. It hadn't been done before. It's really a cool experience.
No, I'm not.
Wait, I was
You're
gonna
not
say,
singing.
yeah,
He's
Commissioner
gonna
Shell will be
experience this. He's
singing.
gonna actually listen, not gonna sing. But a friend of ours, their daughter sings it. She does a wonderful job. But it's nice to see the Crawford County residents actually stop what they're doing, like mid-eating, mid-walking, mid-viewing, to listen to her. And she does a great job. Lila is her name, and she'll be there today and the rest of the week.
I'll
so
be there by noon.
That's good.
for her.
Okay. All right, we will see you next week.